Hi guys, Tom Morrison here, and I want to go through if you're experiencing wrist pain whenever you're doing heavy overhead squats or high volume overhead squats as well. So the further out your grip is, the more of an angle your wrist is going to be. So if you can move it in a little bit over time, that angle will be severely reduced. So a lot of the pressure comes to this side here of the wrist because that's where the bar is resting on the whole time in that overhead position. So that'll be the first thing, work on your shoulder mobility to get your grip in a little bit. The next thing is to actually stretch the area that gets affected most with this stretch that goes like this. So your thumb is down here, as far as you can get it, and then you clamp it down, so your index finger is right over the top. Now be quite gentle with this at the start, just tilt it down like that, and you should start to feel a bit of a stretch there. Now don't worry if you don't, because some people just don't, and it just means that you don't really, you're not tight in that area. So just tilt it down like that, and that just opens that up again as well. A nice thing to do is to do both sides at the same time and do little circles in that position with the thumb held down. The other thing to start working on as well is stretching your wrists in this way here, side to side. So a lot of people stretch this way and this way, which is great, but don't forget about this way and this way as well. Now there is advanced push-up variations you can go into as well, which are in my T-Nation blog, Stronger Wrists, Bigger Lifts. If you check that out, there's a lot of progressions in it that are really, really good to build up over time. But what main thing I can say to you guys is to work on your wrists a little bit every day, build up the tolerance, stress them out a little bit. And I was also asked, I'll just add this in the end of this video, was how to build up the wrist bangs like that there, so you can do clapping back of the wrist push-ups like that. Quite literally, this is where you start. You just gently put a bit of force into that position there, and then eventually you'll actually be able to take all of your body weight and be able to go like that without any injuries happening from that. It will actually make your wrists stronger as long as you do it over a long period of time. So never rush like the smaller joints, take your time with that stuff and build it up gradually over time. And don't forget, always finish up with some circles.